Heb jij een muntje? Waar heb jij die vandaan?
Good morning from another vlog here at Efteling. So it's my first ever visit here to Efteling. So I've already walked underneath the iconic 3-point entrance, like the 3 hats. I've already been given a free piece of merchandise, a hat. So I think that's probably a Dutch sponsor or something. So it's not Efteling branded, it's just a normal hat. But it's a good free giveaway whilst at the park. So we're all set up ready to go. Got a facility card for disabled guests, so you can get on the Efteling app. So it's pretty simple. You just follow some questions about what you're safe to go on, and then you can just join the disabled entrances. There's lots of entertainment going on. It's very busy today, but hopefully get around a lot of the dark rides, take you along with the ride, and go on some epic coasters as well. We've got Baron, George the Dragon. We have got some ride closures. We've got Flying Dutchman, I think it is in English, the Rapids and Python. So something to come back to in the future. We've had snow in the Netherlands, so I thought the UK was bad for about 2 foot of snow, but we've had some in the Netherlands, so that means it's pretty cold. Just walking up on the lake Aquanora, the water show is, which is over there. So we're going to have a walk around and explore. I believe Fata Morgana is not far from the entrance, so it'd be good to have a go on that first. Start off gentle. So I believe it's a bit like a boat ride, like It's a Small World or Pirates of the Caribbean at Disney. Hopefully to be at Disney very soon in March for the opening of the new Frozen Zone in the new Disney Adventure World. But it's nice to be at Efteling. It might be the Dutch equivalent of Europa Park or something, or I think it'll probably be a bit like as themed as Europa Park, or have that magic charm a bit like Disney. It's probably the two put together. Like, I've heard so many good reviews from this place, so let's go and have a look around the park. A lovely view across the lake. I believe that's one of the hotels. It might be the New Wonder Hotel. Not entirely sure. It's a very picturesque park. Here we are at Fata Morgana, so let's join the queue in and get on board the ride and take you along for the ride as well.
Je vous en prie, master of style and flying carpet. Stop. Dangerous for life. Give. Niet van je op te doen. Yes,
So there we go, we've just been on Fata Morgana, which is a nice boat ride. Some large scale scenes in there, quite a lot of effects as well, and like 360 sets as well. Everything was themed. There's a few dark spaces, but it was pretty well themed. Wasn't on the scale of Pirates of Batavia, but I still pretty much enjoyed it. Next going on, is it Max and Moritz, I think? It's two Macabre Junior coasters. I only get to do one of the sides for now and hopefully come and do the other one later because they're two coaster creds. So I wonder which side I'll get to go on. Here we are walking over to Baron 1898. The queue for Max and Moritz was too long, so I'd much rather prioritise getting on a dive coaster instead. It looks absolutely spectacular. This is probably more worth the wait. I believe it's also got a test seat because it is probably the most restrictive ride Efteling has, even though B&M often has a modified seating available. So we'll have a look at the test seat and have a look at the ride. That's unfortunately going to be a no. Yeah. It does feel like a lot smaller than Oblivion actually, to be fair. Because I'm fairly close with Oblivion at Towers. So I'll just switch the camera around. This is what the test seat looks like. That's how much space you have. Fortunately too small for me. So because the queue's too long, it's not worth even trying because it's just too far away. Not even the staff would be able to help do much more. So unfortunately it doesn't look like I'll be going on Baron 1898 because the seats are too small. From the looks of it, the seatbelts looked even smaller than Oblivion because I'm fairly close to getting in Oblivion again. And because the queue's so long, it's not really worth, because like I always say, you always try the ride anyway, but with the queue being too long, it's too much of a disappointment to be let down. Because you never know, the seats might be slightly wider, the seat might be slightly longer, and staff efforts might be able to do it. It isn't that far away, but the queue's just unfortunately too long at the moment. So we'll move on with other rides and maybe come back to it later if the queue reaches a more quieter point. This is why I'm grateful that parks actually do have a test seat, so it makes my life so much easier instead of enduring like a long line to be told no. A good example is Toxicator at Towers. Like I waited 2 hours for that and nowhere near. The loud noise of George and the Dragon, which is a GCI, which we're walking to next. So it's better when parks have a test seat, so it avoids the wait. So if it's not going to go down, then I don't have to join the queue. It lets me know beforehand whether I can or can't go on the ride. I believe George and the Dragon has one too, so that'll avoid me in other ways if that one doesn't work out too. But if it's like any of the other European woodies, such as Troy and Woden, it should just fall into my lap and lock. I was expecting more from Baron with it being bigger than Oblivion, but I can't believe it. A UK counterpart is actually bigger than Baron. Like Oblivion's bigger, and Nemesis. B&M can never make up their mind with sizes. Well, I do like a good woody anyway, so let's not be too disappointed. Just come off George and the Dragon, so that was a lot more roomy than Baron is. It felt a lot like Troy in terms of the seating, so the test seat was behind like a barrier in part of the queue line, so I had to ask member staff to use it, so I couldn't really show it on camera, but yeah, it is as roomy as Troy is at Toverland. It's got the waist seat belt that it has as well, it's got that as well. And it's the first GCI I've come across where the bag has to go on with you. So I was worried that was going to get in the way, but it kind of didn't. I thought it was probably the smoothest GCI I've done. It's not as thrilling as the others. It's more exciting than Wicker Man. It does throw you around quite a bit. It's more than Wicker Man, but not as big as the other ones. There's the lift hill. I loved how it went around at the top and you race down the drop with the other train, go across here and around to the back of the station, and then it does like lots of little tiny bunny hops over around where the lake is, so it didn't have too much ejector air time. I thought it was pretty good. We've got the Flying Dutchman there, so it's all drained for maintenance at the moment, so it's not open today. And behind me is Python, which is not open as well. The park's incredibly busy today. Like most things are like 45-50 minutes or even an hour. Like even the virtual queue from Dance Macabre is like over 300 minutes. That's going to be most of my day. Like virtual queuing. I guess the advantage of that is you don't have to wait in the line. You just like wait 3 hours or something. Or wait about 6 hours in a virtual queue to do it once. I think now I'm going to head over to the other side of the park where Symbolica is. Still got Dance Macabre to do, Vogel Rock, lots of other exciting rides. If you're using the accessible entrance for George and the Dragon, you have to go through a little bit of the main queue and then it splits off. But you only get to do the blue side if you're the accessible. So if you're in a wheelchair, you probably won't be able to do the red side, or if you struggle waiting in line, you will have to wait in line. There's the helix of Python. It's not running. It would have been nice to have been on that. But I'll probably come back in the summer. It's nice and sunny today as well. Let's see other rides we can come across. It's extensive refurbishment work going on with the Flying Dutchman. So majority of the show building and entrance is covered in scaffolding. It's going to be closed to at least the 26th of March to allow essential maintenance to happen. But it's good to see that Efteling is a 365 park, so maintenance has to happen. It happens at Disney, it happens everywhere, but it's 365.
Gebruik je fantasie. Illumina Fantasia.
Betrapt. Halt! You cannot go any further. Hier, kijk maar eens goed naar uzelf. Daar zit u dan, met uw goede fatsoen.
Psst, wat is er aan de hand? Trubbels?
Oh jee, pardoes.
Ik heb iets slims bedacht. We bundelen onze kracht. Druk zoveel als je kan op het knopje hiervoor. Doe goed je best en de tour gaat weer door. Heel goed, blijven drukken. Illumina Fantasia!
Tot snel!
Park's been incredibly busy today, so I've not done as much filming as I wanted to because it's been trouble to get round to everything I wanted to. So I've managed to get on some rides, done Symbolica and Vogel Rock, and went to find some food as well. So there was a restaurant near Vogel Rock which was nice, had a nice burger. A bit pricey, but it's alright, it's theme park food for you. I did really enjoy Symbolica as well. A POV that would have been inserted in the video, but it really amazes me what ride technology can do now, where the cars are all waltzing round in a room. It's amazing what manufacturers can come up with these days. So, I'm hoping to come back to Efteling when it's a quieter day as well. The park's absolutely rammed, like most things have been 50 minutes to an hour. Been quite lucky with some single riders like Symbolica, which was only about 10 minutes single rider. I'm getting to the point where I've really been excited for the whole time Dance Macabre, which is just over there behind the trees. So I'm going to try and single ride that and hopefully enjoy it. Here's a bit more of a look at the Tessie for Dance Macabre. I actually didn't know it had one. That's about where it turns green. Spoiler alert, I did fit on it. The actual ride system was a lot more comfortable than this one, so I still recommend giving it a try. So the test seat is quite tight, so don't be put off by the test seat. I did get it to flicker without holding the camera, where I could put a bit more strength on it. I did get it to flicker, but it still remained red. I queued up about an hour, 65 minutes, and spoiler alert, it was a lot easier. Like, no fuss whatsoever, it just started straight away. So it was a lot more comfortable and a lot more roomy in the actual ride system, so don't be put off by the test seat, come and give it a try. That's a very wonderfully lit pagoda up there. I did do that earlier, but I didn't really get the best view, like a lot of people were standing in the way. But it looks very nice lit up. You can probably tell it's gone dark because I spent 65 minutes waiting in single rider for Dance Macabre, thinking it would be quicker than what was 350 to 60 minute main queue, whether that was accurate. So I waited a little bit longer, but the ride was absolutely fantastic. I thought how intimate put that together with like it spinning round and it dropping up and down, bouncing around with all the music all synchronised as well. Like, go on into them, stick one of them in Alton Towers please, where Roller Disco was, that big round space. I'm sure you could construct a building like Dance Macabre, but it's not a big building, like it's pretty simplified. Stick one of them in Dark Forest, cover it in vines like the castle on 13 and tailor it to Dark Forest. And then boom, you got another dark ride. Combined with a bit of a flat ride. It'd be at Alton Towers every day if that was the case. So I very much enjoyed that. Going to the end of the day now as it's gone dark because I spent so long queuing for that. I do really apologise for how long short this vlog's going to be, because I spent honestly most of the day queuing and eating some food and then queuing again. Like, it's been really busy and I need to sit down properly with you Efteling in maybe a sit down video at some point, because I don't think I'm giving it the fair chance to be the park it's supposed to be. I need to come back when it's midweek, when it's a lot quieter, to properly experience everything, because I've not got round to every ride. So I need to come and get on everything properly, and then have a good think about it, because there's things I do and don't like about it. I do think I've had a great day, and Dance Macabre, as tops the cake. Like, that test seat was so worrying, and the anxiety going through that queue, like that single rider queue that barely moves because of that bloody test seat, and then there was absolutely no fuss getting on board whatsoever. The test seat needs to be more accurate. Like, no knowing what Barron's like, because I didn't risk an hour plus for that. So no knowing what that would have been like. So it's about 6:15 and the park's open till 7. Carnival Fiesta is something I could take you on. It's dropped it all the way down to 5 minutes. So we'll probably have a go on that and have a look what the queue for Dream Flight is. That might be another one, take the camera on. Just quickly get round to whatever we've not been on yet. I did Fogel Rock earlier. It was pretty dark and I didn't really see much. It was like an unthemed version of Can at Europa Park. Got a nice lit up pagode. So let's go on a couple more dark rides if the queues aren't too long.
Zodat de fanfare voorbij kan gaan. Attention, the are stalling for a fanfare. The gondolas are standing off again. Orkest, opgelet. En 1, 2, 3, 4. attraction, it's forbidden to drink and eat during the ride.
I've just been on the Omnimover dark ride, Carnaval Fiesta. It was a bit like a weird version of It's a Small World, really. Like, it's had loads of different like wooden puppets around countries. It's quite interesting. It did stop part way through as well, and like the music is just like you just want to dance to it. It's like addictive. Like, it was heavily like inspired by Into the Small World. I know that. Like, the Netherlands have been looking at Disney, how they make repetitive soundtracks and how they've become addicted. I guess I'll be listening to that very soon. I think the song went like or something. That's probably like, I sound like Wallace and Gromit theme or something. It was quite an addictive song. Outside where the big bird is, Vogel Rock. So Dreamflight is quite a long wait, and I don't want to be staying too long after park closed. So I guess Vogel Rock again we'll probably have to do, because we've got to walk all the way to the park entrance. One of the thoughts on Efteling is it's a lot like Alton Towers, where everything is spread out. So like, I'm right at the back corner of the park, so I've got to walk right to the entrance to get out. So I've done like a good 10-20,000 steps. It's probably as bad as Disney for walking. So hopefully very shortly be able to share some final thoughts on Efteling before ending the vlog. And so we've come to the end of the day at Efteling. It's been a very jam-packed and busy day with lots of crowds for Saturday. I do need some time to sit down and think about properly what I thought of Efteling. I do think I need to come back and give it the proper appreciation it deserves by booking my own holiday and staying in the hotel. Efteling is more than a one-day park, even though it doesn't seem as many rides. Crowds can be quite busy, and there's lots of small things to explore that I didn't scratch the surface with. So I do think I need to review it and have a proper think about it, but I'm absolutely knackered and can't think properly. Like, I just finished on Vogel Rock and I got to walk all the way to the entrance. I'm absolutely shattered. And I do apologise if this has been a very short vlog, but it's been not really a lot to film other than walls and queue lines and me looking miserable as fuck because I am waiting in poor operations queues. So if you did enjoy the video, please don't forget to comment, like and subscribe. I will do my best to continue with more vlogs. There's not much else coming up now until Feb half term, when most of the UK parks reopen. I didn't even get around to this little boat mode. Looks like Josephina's at Europa Park, but a less themed version. I could go on about this for hours, so I need to probably sit down and make a proper review video. So if you enjoyed, please don't forget to comment, like and subscribe yet again. And I hope to see you in the next vlog. See you very soon.